Hello guys, welcome back to another update here on Bitcoin. So we finally reached the median line here yesterday. As I've been talking, we said that the next support is this median line and target here for Bitcoin. So previously, for those who have been following me for a long time, we had this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're expecting the fifth wave. So we can see here from the first wave to the fourth wave we had here. So we can see here how the 0.31 Fibonacci acted as perfect support here. So we can see here the support actually held 3 times before then we broke below, and once we broke below, this Elliott wave count here was invalidated. So we're expecting this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth wave never came, so we immediately flipped bearish, and what we had to do then is you want to use the pitchfork to spot the next support, which the pitchforks provide very strong support, much stronger than most Fibonacci levels as well. So we can see here right now it looked perfectly as we talked about. We had here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red daily candles in a row, so it was of course expected to get a green daily candle once we just hit strong support as well. We also saw shorts piling in, which is also very good because that can cause short squeeze once the algorithms start buying here. So we can see here how we got wicks below, very typical behavior. You can see algorithms are pushing the price higher, so all the closes were above. So right now I'm looking at 2 scenarios here. Something very important I want to talk about for you guys, both regarding Bitcoin and altcoins. So right now I do believe this can be a start of a macro bottom for Bitcoin, but we have to pay attention because we also have the log scale. So if you go on the log scale, we can see price hasn't exactly hit on the log scale. So there's still possibility if we zoom in here on the 4 hour. Actually, let's go on the 1 hour, so we can zoom in here and talk about 2 different possibilities I see here right now for Bitcoin. So either we crash down here, come down again to the median line, and that's where we form the massive bottom. Before then we start rallying higher. The second is that where the bottom has been in here, even on the 1 hour, we can see here all the candles closed above, which I love to see. You can see all these wicks here down, the volume were coming in here, but the algorithms were strong enough to keep the price up. So the second scenario I see from the lows here to the highs, we have the 0.31 here. So what I'm looking at, if we can get a push down here to around 64,100, that's going to be very strong support before then we can continue to head higher. So we really want to keep an eye here on the 0.31 if it's going to hold the support. It also aligns here very nicely with a demand zone. So we have here a green candle followed by a red candle followed by green candles. So I do believe this is going to be excellent area to at least provide a bounce. But overall, I'm more bullish on altcoins right now than I am on BTC. That's something I really wanted to discuss. But it's of course even more bullish if we see BTC here strong support. So we know at least BTC can hold sideways while altcoins can go higher. Because if we check the BTC dominance, which is the most important. So when the dominance doesn't, sorry, that's the wrong chart. So the dominance shows only the dominance, of course, but the dominance doesn't mean a lot if everything is dropping. So let's say Bitcoin is dropping and altcoins are dropping as well. So the dominance can still go down while alts are falling. So ideally, we can see here the BTC dominance has also hit here major resistance. So we have altcoins at major support, we have Bitcoin at major support, and we have the dominance at major resistance. So in my opinion, there's 3 key things here that we have right in front of us for alt season to start. So as long as BTC can even just hold sideways, we don't need to hold it much more. I do believe this can go down a lot, and this is gonna cause altcoins to rally. So if we check here the total altcoin market cap, as I talked about, still here on the weekly, we haven't gotten a new weekly close. We have bounced here from the 0.31. So in my opinion, it's now or never. We can already see here how altcoins have bounced since last video we spoke about it. We can see here on the daily we're still going sideways here, so this is normal behavior, forming a bottom here. Alt might pull back still a bit before then the alt season starts, and that's when we're going to see alt completely skyrocket. Something else I covered previously was Near Protocol, which was my favorite altcoins as a reference. I want to use this altcoin, as I said to people, because once Near bottomed here, we can see here Near Protocol bottomed here long before Bitcoin, and I said to people that Bitcoin can still make a new low while Near Protocol is gonna hold up. So people are thinking that Near will gonna go down here if Bitcoin makes a new low, but this is something that, as I've been saying, that right now it has shifted the market. So we can see here how all the altcoins were over leveraged, but I do think the leverage have been taken out of altcoins right now. So even if Bitcoin makes another low, altcoins can actually hold stronger than Bitcoin right now. That's exactly that we got here on Near Protocol. So Near Protocol I like because it's very similar pattern to the total altcoin market cap. So we can see here how we still have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and as I've been saying, we're right now here on NEAR, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 red weeks in a row. So I do expect next week to be very, very good for NEAR protocol in general. I do believe NEAR is going to come down here to this demand zone here. If we get so low, it's going to be very, very bullish. Before then, NEAR start trending higher. So if I had to guess, I would guess something like this for NEAR. Down here to the demand zone. Up here we have a supply zone. We can see here we have green candles followed by a lot of red candles. This is a sign that banks or institutions like to sell here, usually because they can't just drop their orders into the market. So usually you see consolidation before then an impulsive move down. So this is a way you can spot supply zones. So I do believe NEAR protocol is still a good long. I'm personally long since down here since 0.31, but I'm looking here to add. Right now we can see here, in my opinion, these candles look bullish selling. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red 4-hour candles in a row, maybe a bit more down before then get a short squeeze to the upside. So we still have here on the daily long way to go for NEAR protocol. As I said, my next target here is at $7. I do expect us to break the all-time highs at the end of, not end, but let's say middle of alt season, and then we have the target at $15, and then we have a super bullish target at around $27-30, depending what the total state of the altcoin market cap once we reach the resistance. But overall, you really want to buy your altcoins right now because your risk to reward is still very, very good. If let's say NEAR would crash here tomorrow and go below the 0.31, then in my opinion, my analysis is wrong and it's time to exit the altcoin market cap. But for now, we have so many good confluences with Bitcoin also sitting here at strong support. So I do expect Bitcoin to go higher. We just have to keep in mind on the log scale and on the non-log scale, because either one can be the bottom. So we just have to be careful about that. But overall, I do expect the altcoins to start performing super well soon. Of course, right now it's weekend, so I don't expect too much sideways. We can see here, as I said, it's going to be a green candle today, but it's Saturday, so the green candle is not as big as I would have liked to see. But I do hope that tomorrow we can get an even bigger candle and send both altcoins and Bitcoin higher. So overall, I thank you so much for watching. If you're interested to learn more about my strategy, click the link below and see you again tomorrow.
Yeah, trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller, yeah.